Let's make sure that we get live over on YouTube. All right, we are now live, and let's make sure that the picture shows up because I don't know if the picture will show up. I hope you all had a good day. I hope you had a good Tuesday. Why does it? Okay, am I the only one though who does really feel like this week is just freaking dragging? Am I the only one that feels like it's dragging? Like, I don't know what the deal is, but it feels like it should be Wednesday. It feels like it should be Wednesday already. And I realized this. It's dragging because you have, well, see, that's a reason why it would drag. But I'm just like, I'm trying to figure it out because I'm sitting here going, wait a second. I legit, like, it just, my wife and I were walking the dogs. Like, it's Tuesday, and I'm like, it's only Tuesday? And I'm not, the days haven't been terribly slow, but they've been slow. So it's just, yeah. Anyways, hope you all had a good day. Hope everything's going good. You can have the weather that you're having, Alicia. I don't want it. I saw that in the thing. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, let's see. There we go. Let's switch over. I don't have, like, this is going to be a full week for me, but everything is crazy because it's like next week. I think it's next week. Yeah, next week I have to do, next week I have some stuff to prepare for the surgery. I got to go get my blood work done. I got to take the missus in for a minor thing that she's having done, but it's just a normal week. The week after that, I think, is still one more week, and then the following week is the surgery. So we've got basically, I'm going to say we've got, that is so freaking loud. That they need, like, I need to see, is there an option? Hold on. We got to look here. Account, streamer mode, mutes licensed audio, disables invite notifications, hide your character and current server names. Nah, see, I'm not worried about that. I need to find, is there a thing for changing the volume of that sound of the opening thing? You know what? Now that I think about it, that was a problem in Conan too. In Conan, that stuff was stupidly loud. Muad'Dib demands to be heard. Yeah, well, I don't care what he demands. Like, literally, he doesn't exist in this universe. What's up, buddy? What's up, Bit? How you doing tonight? Conan had the same problem. The opening cinematic to Conan was stupidly loud. It was just ridiculously loud. I think it's like Funcom wants to go, well, you know what? I would have to load it up again to find out if Age of Conan was just as bad. I can't remember if Age of Conan was stupidly loud too. Whew, excuse me. I will be on in a little bit. Oh, no, dude, do whatever you got to do. I have mission tonight. We are going to try to find, I got to find the trainer for Mentat. And also get the stuff to build my actual buggy. Like, that's tonight's plan. Those are the two things. Well, I think I have. Oh, also, I've kind of realized something. There is a way that this map is, I'm realizing that the way this map is played. We don't have the Gremlin tonight until probably later. Yeah, I know. He said he wasn't going to be here tonight. So I'm kind of realizing there's a method to the madness of this this thing. You start in South Haga Basin and you do your stuff here. Then you come here and you start in the western or the eastern eastern Vermilius Gap. Then your progress should take you to the Haga Rift, because this is where you're going to get all of the goodies. Is it in Riftwatch? Okay, that's where I'm going to find them then. This is where you're going to get all your goodies and all the stuff that's going to make you the best gear and everything to go up here, because I have to say, honestly, it's freaking crazy that, that last night was a lot of fighting. Lost my drive to play the game, and after it was outside of Sheol, landed, topped her off, waiting for my radiation to drop off. No vibrations, no worm vibration, warning, nothing. Radiation falls off. Lift off, make it a meter up, instant loading screen, get told I died from a worm, everything gone. Oh my god. I'm so sorry to hear that, Vorpal. I'm sorry to hear that, but that sounds like the most horrendous freaking lag ever. That is just bad lag. I would honestly report that. I'm going to say I would honestly straight up report that. Okay, hopefully they will do something. Hopefully they will do something to refund your stuff for that. They have been busy beavers over here. Submitted a bug report and a help ticket request. Hopefully they do help you. And I really hope that they do. If that happened to me, I would be ready to quit. I would literally be ready to quit the game. All right, let's go. I would quit for a few days. I'm not going to say I would quit permanently, because honestly, I probably wouldn't. Or I'd quit for a few days. I wouldn't quit completely, but I would quit for a few days. I think having my second character, if it was my main, I would need a break. I actually totally understand that. I 100% understand that. That would be some, especially because of I've heard how long it takes to make a Thopter. Then you've lost all the stuff that you're carrying. I understand if it was messing with the worm or in DD or messing with an event or something, but nothing. No meter action, no worm breach, warning, nothing. That's really messed up. That is really messed up. See, I never even saw that there was anybody in here. But then again, I haven't really explored or tried exploring this spot. Tuna, you can wait until somebody redeems it.
This is my putt pad. No, kid, you're bad kid. No, kid is not putt pad.
Yeah, these are all Harko soldiers.
Kid is being a dildo.
I also have to say I really like the Harko equipment. I like the look of the Harko weapons and stuff, or gear. You had it loaded and forgot to hit enter. There you go, Tuna. Enjoy your treats. Daddy gave you some. You can thank Duders. Most interactable pieces have a light floating near them. Okay. Oh, of course there's a large sandstorm incoming in 2 minutes. That just makes total sense.
Welcome, stranger. What brings you to the frontier? I am the right and duly invested representative of Great House Divets. I stand for...
Okay, she's a great house rep. I've got to apparently... I do believe I need to find shelter. I don't know, I think technically... Well, do I chance it? I don't think that this counts as full shelter, does it? Oh, I am sheltered. Never mind. I'm sheltered. You're gonna hide in my walls? No, you're not gonna hide in my. You're not gonna hide in my walls. I will literally put traps in. Most interactive of a light building near them. Okay. No, you're not gonna hide in my walls. Also, welcome in, Elsa. Oh wait, did it like shift? No, it's definitely going to hit here. You know, honestly, depending on the server host, oh, that's not sheltered. This is sheltered, so this is protected. we gotta get you a guild invite too. I think I gotta add you as a friend first. We'll work on that. Alicia or Marcus can definitely add you. Again, I would understand it more if I was moving or doing something. You're literally standing still. That is crazy. Please tell me it was like a Nitrado server and not a G-Portal one. I mean, I haven't had any real lag issues with my G-Portal server. I'm happy for you, man. It's a G-Portal server? I wonder if they were having issues. Well, yes. Well, welcome to what happens when you have to change servers. I mean, they don't have a server transfer mechanic yet. I can spend a lot of time on both server types. The public servers pretty obviously have more resources allocated to them than the privately hosted servers. See, the thing is, well, this is the problem, and I'm gonna cut them. I mean, obviously, full disclosure, I'm partnered with G-Portal. It's why I have my private server up and running, and you know why it's kind of nice and quiet and pleasant to be on here. The thing is, Funcom originally was like, yeah, we're not going to have private servers for a while. And then suddenly, yeah, right out the gate, yeah, we're going to have private servers. And I think what happened, because G-Portal was having they were having a learning curve issue early on, getting the servers up and running. Yeah, oh yeah. But no, you're 100% right. It's funny because in the case of Conan, G-Portal servers were all G-Portal's official servers were all Conan's official servers were all G-Portal servers. Okay, that's the house rep. That's not who I want to talk to. I have a feeling that they're still, I know when I talk to some of them that they're still struggling a little with a few issues behind the scenes, especially after server updates. I'm not saying you're pointing fingers. I'm just saying the things that I've heard from whatchamacallit, from G-Portal, from my contacts there. Okay, they're it's the house rep is a house rep. That's not going to be the maybe there's more. Oh, there's another place over here. You're not it. You're not it. You're not real people. They're all shiny and chrome. Head for the front gate? Okay. I'm guessing the front gate is this way. You mean this way, the way we came in? Southish? Is it down? Is a person down below, or are they up here somewhere? Because there's only one. The only person I found up here to talk to so far is the mentat, or is the house rep, not the mentat trainer. Oh, Riftwatch. I'm not even in Riftwatch. That it would help if I was actually in the place that I'm supposed to be looking. I was just like, oh, it's a Harco base. I'm good. This game is way more popular at launch than they were expecting, which always makes the server situation challenging. It really does. And I know that, like, for example, they had we were actually working. So like I said, there is another streamer who I have been friends with for as almost as long as I have been streaming. And she and I kind of worked together to figure out where exactly we were going to build and what we were going, or where exactly our servers were going to be and everything like that. That way, because there is the means to travel, or will have the means, or should be there to travel between servers as long as they're on the same siege, in the same battle group, or whatever you want to call it. We did set up to have our servers in the same thing, and there's like 85 other servers. There are 85 other servers in this battle group at least. And then they're going to be adding more regularly, and I think that it just the scale of people coming and buying servers right out of the gate, because I'm going to be real, the real hardcore survival crafting people, gamers are and streamers and content creators, we're getting our own servers. And it's not even a pub server thing. It's not even a problem of playing publicly. It's just like this way we can build in the prime building spots. We can do all the fun stuff. You know, we don't have to. I still remember the first time I ever logged into Conan on a public server when I was first checking out the game, and you couldn't build anywhere. There was either giant bases blocking your ability to build. There would be the people, you could see the people that never, they came in, they set down one foundation, and of course you couldn't build around that foundation, so you wound up sitting there waiting for that. Then you ended up so you couldn't find a place to build. It took forever for the stuff to expire, and I'm just like, screw this, I'm going and getting my own server. Like, I went day one when I knew I was going to play this game. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting a server. This guy?
You seem fit enough. But don't take that as a compliment. My standards are low. Care to train in the ways of the mentat?
I want to train.
I can teach you. I must know that you are capable. I have tasks for you that are exceedingly simple, yet necessary.
We will begin with poisons. Bring me some plant fibers and iron ore. I'll combine these with some of my own materials to make a lethal toxin. We will practice administering it. There are Kirab camps in Mirzaba that will serve the purpose. No one is going to miss those bandits. I like how she thinks. All right. So let's say Advanced Trooper Mentat Basics track. Okay. Appreciate you lurking. See, I love, like, looking at these. The Harkonnen building style is so my jam. It really totally is my jam. It'd be cool to come over here and he's actually like yelling at them and calling them maggots and stuff. Okay, deliver plant fiber times 100. I think I've got, I might have to pick a lot of plant fiber. I don't have that much. I used it regularly enough that I just don't have it anymore. Oh, that's not that bad. I think you get what? You get like, okay, that's 10. Oh, you know what I should do? I probably should be good and go put back, just in case I do something stupid, because I wouldn't put it past me to end up doing something stupid and wind up losing the steel and materials that I'm carrying. And this is why I kind of like them. This is why I kind of like the Harkos. I mean, they are basically the commissars out of Warhammer 40k. You child-eating monster. Okay, look. All right. I actually got Funcom to respond to me one time. So I was playing Conan, and Conan had the battle pass, and it had the, you know, kill X number of shellbacks. I think it was shellbacks that we had to kill, was one of the daily quests. And I literally made the meme, the Star Wars youngling meme, where you realize, once you realize that when the moment that you realize that baby shellbacks count, once you realize that the shellback babies count as a towards that shellback body count, and it's literally the, you know, Anakin, the image of, you're looking at the back of Anakin as he as he turns on his lightsaber in front of all the younglings. Funcom actually replied to that like, you monster. I really do think Harkonnen like needs more representation on this whole thing. The Youngling Slayer 9000. It slices, it dices, it provides the tenderest cuts of meat. What's up, Vendetta? I'm doing good, man. How you doing? Welcome in. Cut and sear all in one swing. Yep. I mean, you literally are gonna cut, sear. Everything's gonna be done all at once. That's actually pretty glorious. Okay, we'll put that in there. The steel could go here. Right now, I'm just flying around my public server looking for abandoned bases to put clean. You know, again, there is a lot of hubbub and a lot of bitching and griping that I've seen about, oh my god, I've got to keep things powered. I can only store so much in the bank, blah, 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 blah. Dude, there are 50 million Conan Exile servers that still, because Funcom changed it, so that way basically stuff never expires or takes so long to expire that you can't even play on the servers because there's no place to build or do anything, yet they keep those servers up because there are a few active players on them. At the end of the day, the system that they have implemented in this game shows me that they learned from Conan Exiles and have actually taken the time to make sure that, okay, if you're going to build something, you need to maintain it and be around to take care of it. Otherwise, it's going to be destroyed to make room for other players. That allows them to not have thousands. I mean, they may still end up having them, but you're not going to have thousands upon thousands of dead public servers. And they had that. Like, G-Portal's server list for Conan was insane. At least plant fiber is gathering at a recent rate. Then one thing I wish there was a tool for it. So now that I've done it twice, it really doesn't take long to rebuild, especially if you bank some resources. See, there's the thing. That's the thing too. If you keep it, if you know you're going to be gone for a while, I think there's a. Now I did not automate it myself, but I thought there was a way to automate I thought there was a way to automate or to set it so that way your taxes were always deducted from your bank. I haven't set that up yet, or didn't get that set up right, and I'm kind of scared to now that there's like a whole bunch of stuff that's coming up under my name to pay the taxes for. Even though it's everybody else's bases. But like if you bank stuff, and also you just have to have Solaris. Okay, you just have to have Solaris in your bank. See, I have Solaris in my bank, but then I was looking and I'm seeing like I paid 40,000 plus in taxes. And it didn't deduct them, so that's why I was wondering. But at the end of the day, like if you take and make a copy of your base, you know what you're gonna need, and you know how that's gonna work. You're gonna be able to take and just go, you know what? I've got the copy of my base. I've banked materials so I can start setting it up and at least get part of it done. I can take a break and it's not a big deal. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. I will keep that in mind. I thought it was literally, it wasn't paying my taxes. Like, I would appreciate a notification. I would appreciate a notification that my taxes are covered. I'm doing good health-wise, but yeah, September will be 1 year since you quit vaping. Dude, congratulations. I still vape now and then, but no nicotine. And I only do it because I really like the taste of it. And sometimes it's better to hit my vape than completely lose my shit. Even if it is just tasty. Even if it just is just flavored juice, no nicotine. Whoa, there must have been a worm somewhat close. Just like anti-murder juice in the morning. Well, you know, sometimes it's good to have something that works as kind of like a pacifier, so you avoid actually saying what's on your mind. Let's put it that way. There's times where it's better to just, you know, yeah, I'm not going to say a word. I'm just going to hit my vape and nod and smile. I mean, in RL, if it wasn't for all the commercials that hammer you people wouldn't know about April 15th. Wait, what is April 15th? Sometimes you need a habit that lets you think about the filter first. Yes, it allows me to apply the filter. What is April 15th? That's the night. I thought that's the 19th. Is it the 15th? I thought it was the 19th. But that's true. You would forget to file your taxes if you weren't constantly reminded you needed to file your taxes, and there weren't teenagers out on the corner dressed as the Statue of Liberty shaking a sign in the air. I try to do mine early too. Like I do mine early because like usually what happens is by February, because we've got a tax guy. My wife is an independently employed content creator and influencer, and she has stacks to go through at the end of the year. So it's like so it's like freaking we got a tax guy, and the moment that it's tax season, he starts getting in touch with us. He's like, hey, you know, there's taxes. Taxes time to do your taxes. You gonna make your appointment for tomorrow? Get mine done a week before they're due, as they take about 10 to 15 minutes. It takes about half an hour, 45 minutes for us to do ours, but then, you know, we've got a really good tax guy, so. Oh shit, I was supposed to get iron ore as well. Yeah, ours aren't, but ours are complicated. Our taxes are complicated. I totally forgot to mine iron. I'm smart. Yours involve 4 pieces of paper. See, mine used to not involve that many pieces of paper. I might as well farm a little bit while I'm here. I'm gonna need the materials. Yay, carbon ore. Also, most of my information is pre-saved, so it doesn't really change. Yeah, if it doesn't really change, it's really easy. I mean, our information is mostly saved too, and is pretty easy to do. Once we get going, it's just going in and filling in the numbers from all of the 1099s and all that fun stuff. Yeah, in-game, but to get back to that, it's your job to know what and when to pay. This game treats you the same. No, see, this game needs to have, like, somebody dressed as a sandworm with a sign saying, pay time to pay your taxes, use you know, Arrakis tax services, and then I'll remember. But I see so many people, there's so many that I've seen online that are complaining about, well, what if I go away and can't play and I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks? And like, I'm like, guys, look, literally, there's ways to preserve that stuff. Or if you get tired of the game, how hard is it to bank a shitload of energy cells to power your shields? Like, I'll be honest, it makes my life easier too as a server admin, because if somebody disappears off the server and goes away, their stuff's gonna get destroyed. I gotta do iron ore, but I do need to, generators fully loaded can run 20 days, 20 hours. Yeah. You're going away that long, a game is exactly. Seriously. And it is not hard to fill your generators up. There is literally tons of energy cells available. I would say there's an excess of energy cells. Just like the people who complain about not having enough Solaris. I'm like, are you guys not playing the game? Solaris are easy to come by. Make a tax-free basic piece, store all your stuff in that cubby, log in once every 3 weeks to throw some fuel. There you go. Exactly. You don't have to have, there's tons of ways around it. And their answers, some of the answers that I've seen, and again, this is what I get. Never read Reddit and never read the comments. One of the things that I see all over Reddit is just yeah, well, I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to do that. My stuff should just be there when I come back. Like, you don't know how survival crafting games work, do you? And then they try to pull, well, in WoW, all my stuff will stay. Well, this isn't WoW, and it's not really an MMO. In fact, I'm glad that Funcom once again has distanced themselves from the MMO title. They also tried to claim that at one point that Conan Exiles was an MMO, and it really wasn't. They were trying to make that claim. And this is, again, I probably should just stay off of Reddit. The thing is that there are some things, like, I can tell that occasionally some things come up from the Dune subreddit that are really cool and I dig. And honestly, well then. That didn't spawn, right? Reading a subreddit for this game makes you want to take nicotine backups. Seriously. Oh my god, especially during the PvP wars. This game was all PvE all the way through, when I literally just went to a shipwreck right here in Eastern Vermilius, that as soon as you enter it, you are in PvP. And I still find it funny. They're like, well, I hope the devs will see this. And somebody's like, yeah, the devs have said they kind of ignore Reddit because it's just constant toxicity. Like, yeah, we know. It is.
Back again.
There are some valid points. I'm not going to say there's not some valid points raised
You know what to do
in some of the
next.
things, but for the most part, I'm just like, y'all didn't pay attention to what they said about the game at any point. Okay, I gotta go plant the poison. How are you? So what am I? How am I supposed to? I'm supposed to go. Wait, let me look at this. The contract here. Deliver. I plant the poison. 1,772 meters away. Okay. It's gonna make me go all the way up there. Test of prowess. Report back. First blood. Plant the poison over here. Okay, so it's keeping me down here. I'll be honest though, reading the subreddit for any game will kind of do that to you. It's very soul crushing. It's like people go to Reddit just to complain about things, and sometimes it's constructive. Other times it's just, I'm here to complain and everybody should join me in my complaint. Skull and Bones can be the same way. I mean, Skull and Bones has got its own issues. I still enjoy playing it. I'm debating whether or not, honestly, I'm not sure that I'm going to pick it up for this season. They have drops for it right now. I do enjoy the game. But I just don't feel like grinding out. I don't know if I feel like grinding out the season pass for the big ship. I mean, I'm glad that they're bringing in big ships. I just don't know that I feel like grinding out the pass to get it right now. Especially since it's a heavy ship / tank, not necessarily a DPS ship. And I can now this is not a complaint to me from me. I honestly think that it's cool. It's good that they did this. But they've incentivized people to go to World Tier 2 with the new ships because of the fact that most of the stuff you're going to need for that new ship is in World Tier 2. I gotta pay attention to where I'm driving. Why you don't use Reddit most times? See, Reddit has some good stuff on it. There are some good things on Reddit. It's just when they start recommending, like, because I'm not even in the Dune subreddit. I'm not even in the community. But because I've looked at it before, they recommend it to me. And I know that I could easily just be like, you know what? I don't want to see any more about this. But at the same time, I'm sitting there going, you know, there is some cool stuff that pops up. Like when people post pictures of their base builds. It's freaking sweet. I do have a contract to turn in here. That's why we're coming here. People don't like griefers, me included. Some PvP is fine, but I don't have time to waste on griefers. See, I hate griefers too. I honestly do. Like, that is the one thing. That is one area where I see the complaints and stuff that I see. I'm like, yeah, this is really freaking valid. There's literally there's stuff that needs to be done. There is, I had a, oh, I got to report back to the Atreides guy. There's some helpness with Reddit depending on the game I'm looking for help on. Yeah, there's some helpers. Welcome back. But like, I don't like the griefers either.
I bet that felt good. I'll allow myself a little vicarious enjoyment.
I'm just gonna grab this.
Let's see your cunning.
And the sum of muscle and steel, your wits must be sure.
I'd like you to finesse some information from him.
Harkonnen alerts about vice abuse in their ranks. We can use this to our advantage. Landhoff is stationed in a nearby Harkonnen base. Find him, engage in conversation without giving yourself away. Learn the names of any other Harkonnen addicts. Okay.
Landhoff is a Samuda addict. I'd like to find out what he knows about other Harkonnen addicts. But good. Remember.
I'm not doing that one right now. The newest Grievous use. See, this is okay. That is an exploit. The great thing about that is that the moment that Funcom has been on a war path. Funcom has been on a goddamn war path, and I am happy to see that they have been being serious about dealing with that stuff, because that's literally, that right there is an exploit. Like, that's literally exploiting a glitch, a missed bug in the game. That's the other thing, and what Bit just mentioned, the walling off resources in Haga. Like, come on, like, you should not be able to build over the resources. In fact, I will go as far as to say they should do what they did in Conan. You want to build over a resource node? Fine, you can build over that resource node. That resource disappears. Because in Conan, that's what happened. I've been following the stuff on the cheating and the exploiting. It's another reason why I'm at this point. I have seen plenty of times where that doesn't seem to be like, I've watched some friends play. They're playing on public servers. They're not experiencing this. They say they've experienced some annoyances and some, like, in general, how do I put it? I just want to call them bad eggs. But for the most part, their experience in the Haga in Deep Desert has been pretty good. So it's kind of one of those, it's a mixed bag from what I'm seeing. Okay, that works really good. That's almost better than the sword. I'm just going to have to carry like 10k darts. That was pleasant. I'm going to put this here. I mean, I've seen the pictures. Deep Desert wipes next day. There's boxes over every node, every node. I would agree with that. I've experienced. See, and that's the thing, is that, like, I'm not going to say that it is not common and people aren't experiencing this stuff, because I've seen it being experienced. I've seen clips, I've seen stories, I've seen pictures, screenshots and whatnot that says, yes, this is a problem, but it seems to be, and it's, in the moment that it's reported as a problem, Funcom's been trying to work on doing something about it. But they've also kind of been like, like, if it's the way that they make it sound on Reddit is like, if it's happening on one server, it's happening on all the servers. It is a game-wide problem. We need to, the game is going to fail because of it. And I'm just like, no, the game is not going to fail because of it. This game is going to be around for a long time and is probably going to have a shitload of players over that time. Now, see, this is saying that it's down there. Oh, it might be down through there. Glad I picked my shit up. They're sending me back in here. At this point, if I hear a worm breach, I suspect Alicia. We're back to wander through here. I'm still blaming you. Let's see. Make sure I get all the goodies. I never went up here. That's why I'm doing it now. I shot him in the booty.
There's someone here.
Oh, shoot. Okay, I basically this rifle is a DMR. This rifle that I've got, the one tap or whatever it's called, this is a DMR. I like this. This is my kind of weaponry.
Welcome, Vikinger.
Voyant, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to stream. Also, Reaper, welcome in, man. How you doing tonight? I'm literally kind of not too bad. I'm glad to hear that, dude. Get that shield up. That kills so
Raiders
quickly.
inbound. Shield wall now.
Josh, dude, thank you for the raid, man. Welcome in, Raiders. This is my new fun gun. Like, I don't care that I have to keep pressing the mouse button to make it fire. It make thing go boom. It kill. What was it? Is that Forged in Fire is the show. But does it kill? Josh, thank you for the raid, man. I hope that you're doing good. I hope that you had a good stream. Yeah, I guess that was it that's up here. I never came up here when we explored this place before. So I'm kind of like, yeah, let's check it out. Gun make things go die. Yeah. Well, this one fires explosive tipped shell, explosive rounds. I think isn't that what the battle rifle has been modified with a mechanism to add a touch of explosive powder to every dart? You know the rule, the faster you pull the trigger, the more serotonin, the more you pull the trigger, repeat. I thought it was instance fire weapon. This one is this one's like one shot at a rip, but with it puts a little bit of explodey stuff on it. So it makes things go all splody like. Technically, I think that I honestly think that like the explodey part should kind of get past shields, but I understand why not. Oh, they are literally out of range. That's okay. Now we wait. Well, that worked. What weapon has splody? The tapper. The tapper has splody on it. And I like splody. I got that last night in that base that we spent so much time in. Honestly, I think that base, if I go back, I know I've got to go back to that base again. I know I got to go back to that base. I'm going to say straight up, that's one that we need to do as like a group. Yeah. You know, it'd be great if you fired it and it actually could be used as kind of a makeshift thumper. Like, you could literally just sit there and use it again and again and again, and it kind of worked like a thumper. It's emotional damage. Yeah, impact. Yeah, well, I mean, the other great thing about it is I'm sitting here looking like, it gives me explodey shells. Explodey shells, that's kind of like, that's like mass reactive rounds. Mass reactive rounds. Those are in Warhammer. No, I mean, I think it would be really cool if like the explodey bits did kind of like, that would be used. That would be abused. No, I can't say that because that would totally be abused for griefing. But I honestly, think that'd be cool as hell if you fired one of those rounds and it started causing explosions on the sand. And, drew the worm in. Also, stream was alright, minus capture card not wanting to pick up sound, which was on my part for not closing out the game. Oh, that sucks, dude. At least I hope you got it working. See, that just kills them. By the time it's done, they're dead. One of those blah days. Dude, I get that. I totally understand blah days. Oh, you dick. I mean, I might as well get all of the blood I can while I'm here. Kind of reminds me of Red Dead Online before Griefers when it... Dude. It makes you feel more trooperish, too. It really does. Dude, like Red Dead Online, if you're playing on console, is not as bad, though there are cheaters and BS that goes on there. But Red Dead Online, if they were smart and gave us private servers. Oh wait, no. We did. There is a mod. There is a mod available that you can get that kind of tricks Red Dead Online into basically, as long as you and your friends have the same stuff set up in the mod, will trick Red Dead into giving you a private server. And it's amazing because then you don't have to deal with the cheaters and the jackasses. I use it. I don't have it installed right now. I actually uninstalled Red Dead Online. I don't have it installed, but oh yeah, there's the RP servers. For Red Dead and yeah, there's the what is it? The red, the R5 or whatever they're called, the private server rentals, M5, whatever the heck they're called. G Portal actually has those now. G Portal actually offers the private server instances for I still have the ability to harvest blood here. I think they're M5. I can't remember. I've never played on one of those. I have played using the one trick. That one thing. I've used that for private instancing. And I'm finally out, and I am finally out of yeah, another blood extractor out of that too. GTA RP is fun as hell to watch. I have to say that. Like I have some friends that I've watched play it. Absolutely hysterical. How I mean, they take it about as seriously as you could take GTA. So their characters are all like crackheads and crazy. It's awesome. All right, we got what we needed. I planted the poison. Now I can report back. Of course, I also make a pit stop at my base because I need to drop off all the shit that I just got, plus dump all the blood. What I really wish they would, really wish was how do I put it? More solid? I want to say more solid. Is I wish that the multiplayer for Skyrim was a little bit more solid. Like, I know I heard it still has a lot of issues, even though, well, G Portal again offers Skyrim multiplayer servers. I've heard that it's still kind of rough and it's not supported by every version of Skyrim, or not every. It doesn't support every version of Skyrim. Yeah, I think it only supports the latest versions. Eh. Become more stable now over time, but it's still quite finicky. Yeah, that would be my fear, is that it would be too finicky. Oh, son of a... I totally forgot there was drum sand there. Yeah. Hi, you bastard. No, it was me. It was me. I wonder, though. I want to see something. Theoretically... Yeah, at least I got a warning, right? I see. I feel so bad for you having that happen. I feel so bad. No. No. I do not appreciate nor do I approve of craft herpes being thrown anywhere. Glitter is not allowed. I need... Hold on. I don't know if that's any better. I don't know if that's actually any better. Also, don't you dramatic sigh. Somebody did come and pay me some cash, so that's good. Oh, wait, this is the raw materials box. What's the other blood? Oh, that one's almost half destroyed. The bot does have lip. I mean, we've known this. I made the bot that way. I trained it to be that way. Well, no. I am not going to be the one to take full responsibility. We all had a hand in making that bot. She learned it from everybody in this chat. She learned it from everybody who's been around for a while. The bot is a crackhead. We know this. What's up, Johnny? How's it going, man? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Cobalt paste. What did I need for that? Water and aerithite crystals. We're gonna make max. I need to get more of those. Mine from Haga Rift can be okay. Sassy ass bot is amazing. The bot is pretty amazing. Happy Tuesday, bro. Can't wait to log on myself, dude. Like, I dream of this I dream of warm sands. I just don't dream of sandworms. Yes, the spice must flow. Like, I'm enjoying just chilling in the game. Like, I honestly have said it, I'll say it again. I had lost my enthusiasm for survival crafters, and then this comes along and just like, yeah. Light Refuser, I dream purple sand. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. First of all, dream it, or I mean, honestly, the way that things are in here, isn't it snorting it too? Don't we snort it a little? Like, don't get me wrong, there are some good ones out there and some newer ones. Like, if you are into really elaborate building, and some of the builds I've seen from this game are absolutely phenomenal. Is Enshrouded. Enshrouded has an amazing, oh, of course, has an amazing build system. But at the end of the day, it's a cool game, and it's got some cool stuff going for it. You spent like 200 hours building an Enshrouded. Oh yeah, it's easy to do. It's real easy to spend that amount of time in there. I have a feeling I would have gotten completely lost. My problem with Enshrouded, and one of the reasons why I did not get sucked in, well, yeah, there's that. And there were some other mechanics, especially around when you had groups, that I didn't like. And I'm going to be honest, I can't do early access games anymore, because the early access games, I'm waiting for content. I hit a wall, I'm waiting for stuff to do. And I know that there's more coming, so I know, why am I going to build an amazing base when there's more materials coming? You have like 230 hours in this game so far. I'm not that far in. Like, I will probably have tons and tons of hours, but I've been doing most of my time I've been in this game has been when I'm streaming, because it's my new addiction for stream. It literally is my new addiction for stream. I will probably spend more time this weekend farming or doing some stuff, simply because I kind of have to, but I know that I'm going to have probably thousands of hours in this one. The only other two survival games that I have a ton of time in. Oh, this is gorgeous. The only other games that I have a ton of time in are Valheim and Conan. Oh, yeah. Well, when you have a 10-year plan, you're gonna be here a while. They plan on this game. Funcom really does that real well, though. Funcom is really on point with that. They will do their games always last for a long time. You have 1,300 plus in Arc in 7 days. See, I know a lot of people who play 7 days. I'm not a huge 7 days fan because I'm just not a big zombie fan. Arc, I had a hard time getting into. Like I said, my two main survival crafters that I will still play, Valheim on occasion and Conan. Those are my favorites. And it's Conan is lore because I'm a huge fan. I've read every Conan story. I've read every one of the original stories. I'm a big fan of the original Age of Conan MMO. Valheim Vikings, like Nuff said.
Back again. So you have. Let us finalize this transaction. And here I thought I was going to be the one cheating you on this deal. After all, you can't simply become a mentat. Mentat training begins during infancy, and the subject is not told because it might inhibit them. Seems like somebody just forgot to finish yours. So we both profit in the end. Good for us.
Yay! I think that I am done. I think I can now do... Yes, I have unlocked the mentat skill tree. Sweet, because now I have so many skills to put into this. Suspension brave dart projector that uses motion detection to cover a field of fire. Trigger a second time to activate. This must be quick. Okay, so we are getting that. That one's poison capsule, but the assassin shot is the one that I need to get to. Headshot. Okay, so we're gonna go. We're definitely gonna do hidden dispenser fires off a specialized prepared capsule filled with poison. Okay, that one. That one. Assassin shot. Then we're gonna do the sentinel, because that's gonna increase our range damage. This keeps our clothes better. So wait a minute. Let me see something on that. Unlocking the rest of the tree as a whole thing. Oh, I'm sure. That one I want to do. Every time you reduce the maximum durability of repair with. Okay, that is a good one. I'm not using pistols. Oh, in order to do that, I've got to unlock pistol. Yeah. So that increases my rifle damage. I've unlocked all of every tree except Bene Gesserit. Yeah, like the Bene Gesserit is something that I might play with at some point, but is not huge on my list, to be honest. I should be able to battle hardened, center of mass, suspensor dash. Experience entrant techniques only ability will flinch in the heat of battle. Trooper training prepares you for the realities of combat and allows you to use your abilities more often. Okay. Is that... Oh, that's an ability. Okay, is that one... That one's just a passive. I'm not even using... Passive is the headshot damage. Technique is the marksman. Technique is center of mass. So, like, this reduces my headshot damage a lot, but increases my body damage. This only reduces my... This is actually... Marksman is the better... turret, level 3 turret slaps. No, I'll have to keep that in. The stab and Gesserit. Bennett is one I haven't done also, but good one for melee. I kind of can see that, especially using the voice along with like a sword. Turns your enemies and predict their weaknesses based on 1,000 minutia. When you damage an unshielded enemy with a range out, the hit location becomes a weak point, which you can target to increase the damage of subsequent attacks. Ooh. See, I almost like that better than the center of mass. I almost like that better than the center of mass. Look in assassination. You have a passive that will counter the debuff from center of mass. That's true. That was the headshot damage. Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. But you know what? I think the marksman is almost better because you only lose a little bit. Well, okay, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the probably still better off with center of mass. I could change my technique out though. I could change out one more technique. I could probably change out marksman upper left exploit weakness. Yeah, see, I think that I'm gonna remove the battle hardened. It may mean using these less often, but like this one here is just gonna make my bullets. Yeah, my bullets are gonna. Well, my darts are gonna just be disgusting. What is the other one I have? Oh, Suspensor Dash. You ran Battle Hardened, Center of Mass, next point. You know what? Actually, that's not a bad idea now that I think about it. I'm not even using Suspensor Dash. So Battle Hardened would be the would be the play there. Let me find it. Range damage. Where the hell is the Battle Hardened? Oh, there it is. There we go. Yeah, if you can fly around with a Shiga Wire, yeah. All right, now our next deal. The next thing that we're gonna try to do tonight, and is the big one. We need to build the buggy. I need to build the buggy. Because I need to be able to do that. But now I do need to go test out. I need to go test out my. At some point here, we got to go test this out. Because this is gonna be stupid. Use Sugar Wire for outside inside swap to combat skills. See, I still think that we need to have one thing that I think that they still need to do is I need 2 bars. I want two basically bars on the bottom. I want 2 equipment bars. One that I can switch to for just my basic stuff like the cutter ray. It's handy for big inside areas. I think that Shiga Wire is great for combat too. It stops it. Well, the other thing that Shiga Wire. Okay, so if you have the Shiga Wire equipped, the technique that I was using to smack most of the to smack around the whatchamacallits, yeah, it stuns melee. So I was using it for I was using it to stun the shielded melee guys so I could get in and just kill them with my sword. That worked out pretty well until Bunny gave me an idea. It told me how to really have some fun with guns. Gonna lurk and hop on, dude. Thank you for the lurk. I really appreciate it. Go enjoy. The spice must flow, brother. The spice must flow. See, I don't have the drill shot yet. I'm very much okay. Let me actually select the stuff on my. Why are you not letting me select any of the stuff on my hotbar? You let me bandage myself. Hold on here. There's something weird going on. Like my keyboard, I can walk around, but I can't use any of my things. I wonder if I just maybe. Oh, I gotta be out. I gotta be here. I gotta literally. It was the zone. This is a bad place for a resource node. Yeah, that makes sense. Of course, let's put that node where you gotta really. Yeah. Yeah, that resource node. See, I haven't really explored the rift too much. Oh, I do have to go down. We do have to go into some of these places. Surreptitiously interrogate Lanoff. Okay, we'll do that in a little bit. Right now, we're hunting resources. Right now, it's get all the stuff that we need for our for making our lovely buggy. That's what I'm working on right now. Like, now that I've got the mentat training for basically becoming a super soldier, we're gonna be working on the buggy. Using it to go on aluminum runs. I'm gonna use it for all of the materials. That buggy is getting mounted with the laser cutter for resource harvesting. So that way, all I've got to do is just go and do the things. I can just sit in it, sip on my water. You'll get another very stupid cobalt paste. Hey, it's you know, we got to there's certain survival. Well, anyone with regenerating resources, I should say. Valheim is a special case because nothing regenerates. But you know, any place with regenerating mats, yeah, you get to know it real quick. There was a certain stretch of Conan I got to know real well for harvesting iron. I'm about to build a base in Shale, bring buggy parts there by Thopter and get tons of Jasminium. Dude, that would be. I'm not that far yet for that stuff, but I will be. If I am not running an efficient supercharged mining operation, I have people in the community that will be, and then we'll be getting to work on mega bases. Because the potential in this to do some really cool stuff, I'm all over it. Resources in Valheim don't regenerate. No. There might be a flag for it, but no. Once you, it's very much so. Think of Valheim like Hypixel Minecraft. Makes it a lot easier. I'm slow all the way, dude. Light Ray, more power to you being solo. We're actually on a private server, and I have a whole bunch of the community that jumps in and joins in, and we'll be doing some big builds over time. I mean, this is what it is, potato. That happens. Yeah, your food, some of the food resources regenerate, but the like actual And you can regrow trees, but as far as minerals like iron, silver, copper, none of that regenerates. Stone. And each world, and every time you start a new Valheim game, it starts a whole new world. It is what it is, Potato. I get it. Like, you know, you'll have days where you want to play, days where you don't want to play. That's the nature of these games at times. You can replant trees in Valheim. That is one thing you can do. So yeah, when we built freaking when we built Riften from Skyrim in Valheim, it was a lot of map farming from all over.
Mom, kid is being a dildo.
No, I don't have anything with me. I have nothing with me to cut through that. And I really think that it's silly that that requires some sort of knife. Carice, welcome in. Riften was forever. I mean, Rifted was nearly a year. So why have you lost interest in it, Potato? I saw you expanded on your base a little bit. Wanted more of a together game, but it just wasn't. I mean, again, it would be more of a it's going to get there. Right now, everybody's trying to do their stuff to get to certain points, and unfortunately, I'm not playing like every day. That's actually probably going to change. I honestly am going to be like, I want to play. Not everything has to be on stream, so I'll probably start doing some stuff off stream on the weekends. Like Sunday nights will probably be spent messing around in here. Otherwise, I've got to go back to like 4 or 5 hours a night streaming and every day, and I don't want to. Oof. Okay, I can't carry anymore. I know I have the store. Well, actually, I can. Let's see. Let's open inventory. Ooh, that deposits a lot, actually. And honestly, like I was saying this earlier, like the base that I went and raided the other day, I honestly think it'll be easier to do it if we could get a bunch of people together to go do it versus trying to do it solo, because solo, that was a pain in the ass. These bases up here, Kadir's Shadow, Hand of Kadir, all of the, and even the runaway station is 100% easier if you have people with you. All right, let's see. How much cobalt paste did I need? Lots of steel and lots of cobalt paste. Okay, so tonight is all about getting cobalt paste. Wait, where do I in the Haga Rift? I literally was getting the wrong shit. I do need to make steel. So I need to make iron ingots too. I need to get more iron ore. This is gonna be this is gonna turn into a farming stream. Erythite great crystal. Okay. I'm gonna have to go look for that. That's copper. That's iron. Don't need stone. This sand, I think I can carbon we'll put in here. Sand in there. Got that producing. I got a shitload of iron now. And thank you. A lot seems to be the you want to build a thopter? You need a lot. Wait, you know what? Do I have the ability? I think I have an ability to build a better... I don't know if I've got the parts for it, but I think I've got the ability to build the next level cutter ray. Let's see if I can do that, because if I can do that, that'll make this even easier. Okay, look. You know what? Okay, I'm not in range. But I've got to test my new weapon skills on somebody. Well, that worked. Let's see if I can make the new if I can make the new cutter ray, that works really, really well. Oh, you know what? I might have those crystals. I might have that stuff in my freaking buggy. Storage, backpack, sand bike. No, that's carbon ore. Sand bike. But yeah. Okay, that's all aluminum stuff. This in here that I found. Oh, the rig suspensor jacket. Industrial cutter ray. Industrial static compactor. Water, steel ingot, EMF generator, cobalt paste. Ray amplifier. Works with survival. Okay, so I got to build the survival fabricator first. Let's do that. Let's work on getting those things done. For that Mark III buggy, about 150 steel and 100-ish cobalt paste for the buggy, and another 60 steel and 30-ish cobalt for the cutter ray and storage. Yay! I'm so looking forward to that. I don't know that I have. Do I have the room? Steel ingot and complex. I think I might have this. Do I have the stuff to make that yet? Steel ingots. I might actually have the stuff to make that. I did get a lot of complex machinery. Might actually have it. Where do I want to? I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this over here. This is small. I need another power generator. Do I have the room to put one? That's the medium ore refinery, the chemical for storage. Oh, I've got the bigger storage bins. Utilities. I need more salvage metal. Let me get some of that out of my stash. Salvage metal. Yeah, it almost made me over encumbered. I think I need to start another. I need to basically kind of turn another room into like a power generating into a power room. Doesn't necessarily fit there. I know I can get windmills and whatnot eventually, but get that. I think I gotta actually stick power in them. So we'll go get some, we'll go get power, we'll get energy. Doohickeys. Don't I have some cells around here? No. No. Crap. I have to go. I'm probably going to have to go. I got to go collect a bunch of energy cells. Fortunately, they're easy to come by. Oh, yeah. You know what? Communist. Get a radio station going. Go get some energy cells. Oh, wrong tool. Hold on. Swap out. Change. Change. No, cut array. This is like the easy listening channel for this, for the radio, isn't it? Sounds like easy listening music. That did not work out for him. Oh. We'll pull this out too. I might as well grab as much as I can of the, might as well grab their blood. God, I need as much as I can get my hands on. It's almost easier to go to South Haga because the, like, just the basic resources like energy cells are so much more prevalent down there. I think I might just do that. It'll save some time. I'll go power up what I can with, well, this might be enough to power it. But I need to keep all of my generators up and running. Because if, like, oh, well, this one's only powered up for 1 day. Like, it's really easy to just pay that little bit of money to go to the south and do the easy lift and get the stuff easy. For the basics. I'm not saying for like later. It's easy just go do it for the basics. I mean, I could raid these. I do need to be carrying one melee weapon on me. I've got to grab a melee weapon because I do need one for cutting into the of course. Oh, I think the worm just ate that ship. Yeah, I need a lot more power. That just repowered everything, but I need a lot more. Now. Oh, we can start producing. Well, we can't produce those things because the industrial cutter is what I want. Is that the one? No. The Mark III. I need steel ingots. Okay, we need to put this on circuit 2. And the cutter ray Mark III. I need more steel, more cobalt paste, and more ray amplifiers. So those will be in the Haga Rift. Or in that general area. What was I going to grab? Yeah, we're gonna grab some water. Make sure that we're nice and not thirsty. Extract water. And refill with blood. Oh, and I need to grab a melee weapon. Did I stick that? I think I stuck it over here. Yes, I did. Let's do this. Where is the blood bag that is mostly dead? I think this is the one that's mostly dead. Just gonna recycle it. And that's all money. That's our sword, which I will put here. This here. Fuel cell's ready. We can fill up the bike again. Fuel it. Also, let's get the stuff to repair the bike real quick because the tracks need a little bit of TLC. Where did I put that? I literally looked. No, I didn't look right at it. Oh, you know what? I probably just put it over in these boxes. That and that. We'll pop this in for the blood extractor for right this minute. Done. Okay, time to go south. I'm just gonna loot enough power so that I am running everything forever. Might as well. Oh wait, do I have... Wait. No, I was short on a couple of the things, but I do need to make sure that everything's powered enough. I mean, eventually I'm probably going to need like a nuclear reactor to power everything because I know that some of these fabricators, like eventually I'm not going to be able to fit these things in this base. I've already heard the stories of just how out of control large these things get.
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears. Where do you want to... The basin is a pretty big... Mir's place? Yeah, I know it. Doctor's always warmed up. Let's go.
I hate... Okay, that's one thing that I wish that they would alter I shouldn't have to click let's go after I've already said where to take me to. Just take me there. Oh, this is wonderful. It never fully rendered the Haga this area. I don't know if I can walk out, walk back in. I don't know if that'll fix it. I think it's lagging. Oh, this is gonna be. Let me see. I'm gonna have to pay to go someplace else.
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears. The basin is a pretty big. I never miss the. Let's move before a storm.
I've got to go out and have it re-render the area. That's a pain in the ass. Also, if you're new here tonight and you've been enjoying hanging out and watching, please do consider hitting that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, you would hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the stream. It really does help. We do have a new episode of the Horizon Zero Dawn Let's Play coming this
Music to my ears. Where do you want to go?
Friday.
It's a pretty big Mirror's place? Doctor's always warmed up. Let's go.
Again. Should have to click let's go. Is it still all bunked? It's all messed up. Yay. Hopefully it corrects itself once I get out of here. Looks like it's only around here, so that'll be... Nah. Hey, look! It's the original WoW graphics. There! It unclustered itself. Now, if I remember, I can hit basically every stretch of this. Is going to have power somewhere. There is a... I can't... I've got a... Oh. Mental note, don't pick up a whole bunch of crap that I can't carry. Like this. Because at the... Oh, shoot. And I'm carrying all that, too. Because at the end of the day, I won't be able to pack my sand bike if I don't. If I do. I'm not even gonna bother with the blood. Okay, where are... I thought there were a lot more energy cells. Not there. I'm trying to remember where that. Last night was a Coriolis totem, so resources were shuffled about. Oh, so that moves the resources even in the non-PvP areas? Even in the non-deep desert, it shifts things around? Okay, that's... I had never noticed that before. Honestly, I was not paying that close of attention. I think that's that's pretty cool. I think that's actually pretty damn cool. Does it suck right now? Yes, because I'm like, okay, there used to be these things here and now they're not. There is a busted sand bike over there, but the sand bikes never have much worth getting. I think that that's kind of cool. I didn't realize that it shifted I thought it was just a reshuffle for the deep desert. Because everything else has pretty much stayed the same. Now I can raid this. Well, at that rate, I'm just gonna go back up north. Because I can just raid these things for more energy cells. And get better goodies that are more useful to me up there anyways. But I will, if I see some laying on the ground, I'm not going to pass them up. Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute. I know there used to be like stacks of batteries around here. Plus, it won't be as big of a waste of my, all of this really good ammo and really good weaponry if I'm going to kill things up there, so.
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my... The basin is a pretty big... I never... Let's move before a storm rolls in.
And I'll probably get more of the, other stuff. More of the other stuff that I need. I won't necessarily get the stuff for cobalt paste, but...
Kitty, this is my pot pad. No, Kitty's a bad kid. No, Kitty's not pot pad. Mom, Kitty's being a dildo.
I just dropped her a few because she's still got like a whole pile over here. She's literally just sitting here like she's hoarding them. Yeah, I mean, she sees them. She knows they're there. But she's also just kind of, I think she's finally caught on that, like, she's not always going, like, maybe she's finally catching on that there's a delay. Then again, I will say, to be fair, I've been giving her slightly, like, I've been giving her more variety in the cans of cat food that she gets. And that change in variety has her, like, she eats basically the whole can at once and is not hungry afterwards. So treats are kind of just like oh, okay, well, I'll save these for later. Yeah, I need the cutter ray. I'll equip that over that. I don't need to. I'm not going to be stashing. I think she's also gaining a little bit of weight from it because she just seems a little bit not. I don't want to say she's weighing more, but she is like a little bit filling out a little bit, which is not a bad thing because she's like scrawny. Let's get across the sands to the. Of course, I had to go right over the. Eh. All right. Yeah, we're not gonna stash that right now. Seriously, a sandstorm coming in.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Back. Run away. Kind of hard to hide in an enemy base when it's hard to hide from a sandstorm in one of the enemy bases when the enemy's trying to kill you. I can stash one thing in my secret Arrakis hidey hole. Oh shit! Come on. Arrakis hidey hole that nobody else would ever find after a storm. What's it gonna be? I mean, there's nothing that I would hide. Like I have nothing that would be hidden. I don't know. That's an odd question. Is it? Yeah, it's closing. I was like, is it coming? Me? Nah, I don't need this anymore.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, I like how the bot put that. It kind of is. It kind of is like that. If that thing shifts direction at the last second, I'm gonna be very annoyed. It did. No, it's still closing. Yeah, I'm safe from the storm, but I'm it like at least nah, it's still gonna close in on us.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Still alive.
That is one thing. That is one thing that's very cool. That is one thing that is very, very, very cool. Is the fact that oh, I'm gonna buy that. Oh, spice infused iron dust. Yeah, I think I got the stuff for that. I might have to buy that stuff at some point. Let's see what else they got on here. There's tons of stuff. Off-world medical supplies? I'm not going to pay for them. Doors will close. It's fun to watch. Like, I love that. I love that. That is such a nice touch. Like, everybody comes in from outside. There's an alarm sounding. The doors close. I think that is a nice little touch. Used in T4 health kits? Okay. All right. Now, after being so rudely interrupted, it's time to go stack some bodies. Whee! And get us some, actually, I think that the best spot to launch across there from is... There's a worm right there, though. The best spot is usually... Oh, you know what? That respawned. I've got 141. You know, I'm gonna go dump these real quick. That's a good amount of fuel cells. Eventually, I gotta learn to make and start making wind turbines. That's gonna involve a whole nother set of things. Why is the door open? I didn't... Why is the door to my base open? I have power. Steel? Okay. Oh, I can make steel. I just gotta do the thing then. So many. I might just come in at some point tomorrow and do more of this. I think that I'm good now. That'll last 9 days. I think I researched that. No, I did not research the wind turbines. Yeah, of course it's cobalt paste. Pentashield set. Yeah, we definitely got to research that. The staking unit. There's so much stuff that I can just research that I haven't. Everything requires cobalt paste. Cobalt paste requires cobalt paste.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch!
Got you covered, Harlow. Guys, I am going to take a real quick break. Now that I realized it, I am going to take a real quick break, though. I'm going to go give the missus, see how the missus is doing, and actually top off my drink because it's getting kind of low. I will be right back. Again, if you're new here and you're enjoying hanging out and enjoying watching the show, please do hit the follow button if you're not following already. Looks like I'm sweating a bit. Nah, dude, it's actually nice and freaking cool here. It's beautiful. I will be right back. I'm going to go top off my drink, see how the missus is doing, and I will be right back. Alrighty, I have returned. What other stuff? Yeah, okay, so I unlocked all the steel products there. Think of that's the buggy booster, that's the buggy storage, that's the sand bike booster. Like, I don't necessarily need that. Did I use armor all or turtle wax this time? Reason I mentioned you look like you were sweating, head so shiny. No, dude, like there is nothing. I have not done anything aside from no, it's just the lighting. It's just really good lighting. It's really extra shiny tonight. Turtle wax booster. There's so many fun things to find. Okay, I think. Oh, now I think I know now why my door was partially closed. The missus is doing video editing stuff and voiceovers, and I'm loud, so she can hear me. If the door's not open. Hey, we gotta go find these crystals. Well, no, I need iron and steel. I need iron. So wait, let me check on that cutter array. How's it coming? Did you make it? No, dude, I've got a long ways to go till the deep desert. I want to get everybody together that's in the guild and on the server and start formulating a plan for more group stuff. That's what I really want to do. That's the other thing that I need to make sure to bring with me is I got to bring respawn beacons. Cutter Ray Mark III. I need more steel ingots. I need more cobalt paste and ray amplifiers. So let's see here. And that is on the right circuit, right? It's on circuit 2. Yeah. So we got to go get the stuff. We got to make more steel ingots. I got to get the stuff to make more cobalt paste. And I got to get the stuff to get those, do those, whatchamacallits. So let's get a bunch of iron since we're close enough to that. Then we'll go hunting crystals. So I can get a bunch of iron now, then I can get that cooking off while we go off to find the other stuff. I have to wait until this comes to console in 26, but I know you all will find something else to play by then. Bro, honestly, Funcom has a 10-year plan for this game. If they ever, the only thing that would really have to happen at some point to get me to stop, or that I would like to see happen before I stopped playing it, is the idea of being able to, well, I can always power down things to wipe it, but being able to wipe stuff. I will be playing this for a long time. I really want to get a bunch of people involved, and like right now, I know that it's a lot of solo and whatnot. It's a lot of solo play, and I'm doing a lot of stuff solo for right now. The group stuff is coming. I do want to do group raids on the various dungeons. I know that they're literally talking about having very much. They are planning to have very similar to Conan has, where it's a group play raid dungeon, building the guild cities, basically terraforming the entirety of Arrakis. Because from what I've seen already, is Conan. So Conan, don't get me wrong, Conan you could build huge, and you could do a lot with, but it could get a little bit laggy here and there. From some of the bases that I've seen people have built in this game, you can build huge, and they don't have the lag. Well, shit. Okay, let me go stick this in my bike. No, I'm gonna be in Dune for a good long time, man. Thank you for the lurk, Alicia. Let's see. And Funcom has said they've got like a 10-year plan for this game. So if they got a 10-year plan for the game, that means that they plan on it being around for a long time. And like I was saying earlier, that is honestly very much a Funcom thing. They always have a very long-term plan with most of their games. And while I'm gonna be honest, I still kind of have my issues with what how Joel the creative, like the one of the big producers, managers, whatever at Funcom. While I do have issues with some of the what he ended how they handled Age of Conan towards the end, he has been very good about putting in passionate about the stuff that he's done with the rest of their games, like like Conan Exiles. Don't ever. I know. Tuna, like you've literally got. Look. You've literally got a whole bunch of treats right here. There's a ton. They gave you some. You just didn't eat them. Don't pretend to be blind. Don't pretend. And it's still early. It's not time to go like chill while I read a book. Oh yeah. I brought all that iron with me. Iron ingots. Storage. Oh, really? Okay, that you can't, so you can't really store it in there. You've got to put it in somewhere else first. Oh, she's I don't know what does it matter, Cat? What do you need? What is it that is your issue right now? Huh? Well, don't you meow at me. You ate most of your food. You ate your food. You have treats sitting right in front of you. What are you meowing about, huh? What's the matter? Need some scritches, huh? You need scritches, yeah, and you need the head pats. Is that what you need? Oh, I know. It's hard being a cat that's fed multiple times a day, gets treats for like a good 3 hours a night, and gets to just sleep and do whatever the hell she wants, and lives rent-free, by the way. Doesn't even catch mice. Talking about a cat that wants scritches, you have whiskers up your I mean, if you have whiskers up your butt, you might want to get that looked at. Just saying. That doesn't sound comfortable nor good. Why am I okay? Granite, iron. It's bedtime for me. I have a hard time staying awake, so I think I'll take that as a sign. Hey, you go have a good night, duders. Get yourself a good night's sleep. I was wondering the same thing, Synth. I was honestly wondering the same thing. Of course. You're always welcome. Thank you as always for being here, duders. Like, honestly, thank you for being here. My puppy understands and uses several speech buttons, one of which is play, which he equates to attention and pets. He uses that button a lot. That is hilarious. That is adorable. So we have two dogs. And they don't, like, when they were, it used to be that one would come in and jump in my lap quite regularly while I was on stream, and she didn't mind being on camera. Now, for whatever reason, excuse me, she is a little bit camera shy. But she's still my baby. She's my baby. The one is a miniature pinscher, and the one who is my baby is a, she is a, what is it? 50% miniature pinscher, 50%, 50% French bulldog mix. And that one, oh my God, she will come up like every day at a certain point in the morning. She'll come in. She still has her full tail, and that thing is whippy. Like, it's just a whippy tail. And her ears are huge. She comes in, wagging her tail, ears back, getting all wiggly and happy. And I have to go over, get on the bed. She jumps up there, comes up, throws herself against my face, and just sits there and kind of side-eyes me for pets. He uses play, outside, water, food, and help. Wow. That's really cool. I think that that's pretty awesome, actually. What kind of dog is it? What breed is he? Pembroke Welsh Corgi. Oh, corgis are insanely smart. We have a bunch of friends at the dog park. That are all corgi people, and their corgis are really neat dogs. Where did I leave my bike? Oh, it's up there. Oh, there it is. I have a feeling this week we're going to be doing a lot of mining. I've got to build these things, and it's costly. He regularly gets bored of his toys. When he does, he wanders over to one of my other dogs who loves toys and offers his toy. When the dog takes this old toy, snatches the toy. Oh, okay. So this is what the French Bulldog, the French Bulldog Min Pin mix. So I have the cat, you know, y'all see the cat. We have the miniature pinscher. The miniature pinscher is like literally 2 weeks older than the Frenchie mix. No, only 1 week older. They were born a week apart, different breeders, different everything. But what she'll do is she'll come in at night and she'll jump up. There's this little like chest that sits next to my bed that allows her to that they jump up on, and then they jump up on the bed. Well, she'll come in, and if the cat and the min pin or just the cat are on the bed, she will go back to my wife's room. She will grab a sandal. She will bring that sandal in her mouth, and she will hop up on the bed, and she will swing it at the cat and the other dog. She will swing it and use it as a shield to kind of push them so she can get to the spot that she wants on the bed. One day I was messing with her and she had the sandal, and I was like being silly and, you know, doing and, you know, that type of thing and trying to get her all excited. She came at me with the sandal. She tried to come at me with her sandal. Yeah, she will literally pick up a sandal and she will use it as a weapon against any who oppose her. Yeah, and she's totally a tool using dog. Like she will, and the thing is, every morning my wife wakes up, where are my sandals? Because she can't have. I woke up the one morning I woke up, there was a sandal on the right side of the bed, there was a sandal on the left side of the bed, and there was a sandal at the end of the bed. She had stashed weapons, so she had them to defend the bed at any side that wasn't against the wall. She's a piece of work. She is a piece of work, an absolutely adorable little shit. Grab all of the iron. Whoever swaps snacks fastest gets bragging rights. Loser has to try pickle cookies live, no takebacks. I mean, I'll be honest. I would probably try pickle cookies even if it wasn't a loser. Even if I won. Of course, my backpack's full. At least this stuff respawns really quickly. Let's see. Inventory. Put that in there. Put that in there. Wait, is that? Oh, that's just scrap metal. I was like, wait a minute. Is that like a thing for energy? Been a while since I've been that injured. Whoop. Put that there. Itch. I don't think I can actually store any more blood either. I think I'm pretty full up on that. Or process anymore. I think that, guys, I do think that this is probably where we're going to stop for the night. It is getting, I'm a little tired. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little tired. What I'm going to probably start doing is if I can manage to do so, I'm going to start earlier on, especially on the nights before I have to go do, welcome in, Fish. I'm going to start a little bit, earlier on nights when I have to get up to lift. And tomorrow I'm going to try to do some more of the farming so that way we're not spending all night farming again. Because I'd really like to be doing other stuff. I still need, I mean, I don't have steel made. And let me go stick this over here. Hold on. I still need to make steel. A lot of it. To get the next cutter ray. This is going to be the loop for right now. As get blood to provide water to make and get blood and iron to produce steel. And I still got to go. I still got to head in. We'll probably head into the rift tomorrow night to actually really hunt down the cobalt paste and the other ingredients for the buggy pieces. But that said, I am going to switch over here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. You heard I said loop. I am not responsible for your dirty mind. Okay? I'm not. Everybody, I hope that you have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. It's gonna be I have a feeling we're now in the, okay, you need to grind out a lot of materials to build the things that you need. I take no responsibility. She came here that way. Okay, she came here that way. I have not. She already came pre-corrupted. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the raids. But as always, most importantly, thank you for your time. It is the one thing that you can't get back, and I do appreciate y'all hanging out, watching, and chit-chatting tonight. I hope that you all have a great Wednesday. I will be back. We will be back tomorrow night. We'll be back tomorrow night for more Dune and probably more mat farming, because the goal now is to build the buggy. Once that's built, I do want to get people together, and I'm gonna talk to people in the Discord. Those who are ready to do it or want to do it, we're gonna figure out the plan for starting to raid up into the north, because those bases are big, and it's probably gonna be a lot easier if we're all going in there together. Again, I hope you all have a great night. If you have enjoyed hanging out here and you're not following already, please do hit that follow button. It'd be greatly appreciated. We'll be here Monday through Thursday. Try to do 2.5 to 3 hours a night. And I hope that you all have a great Wednesday. It will be hump day tomorrow. To those watching over on YouTube, I appreciate you as well. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you have a great night. Might have to start on your server if I'm going to start over. If you want to start out, if Vorpal, I mean, you're already in the Discord. Just hit up, just let us know. Go check the community channel requests and everything. Put your request in, and we'll see about getting you into the server. Have a great night, everybody. We're gonna find somebody to raid as well. If you've been watching over on YouTube, thank you for watching. We'll catch you in tomorrow as well. You hit that like and subscribe.